After decades away from the spotlight, Sade Adu's return feels less like a comeback and more like a continuation of a story that never truly paused. At 66, she re-emerges with the same grace and mystery that have always defined her presence. There is no rush, no attempt to reclaim attention in a noisy world, only a calm, deliberate step back into music. For her listeners, this moment carries deep emotional weight. It reminds them why her voice has always mattered, not just for its sound, but for its sincerity. Sade's reappearance is not driven by trends or expectations, but by something far more personal and enduring: the quiet pull of creative expression and a lifelong commitment to authenticity that refuses to fade with time. Roots that shaped a soulful voice. Sade Adu's journey begins with a rich cultural background that deeply influenced her identity and artistry. Born in Nigeria and later raised in England, she experienced life through contrasting worlds that shaped her sensitivity and perspective. These early experiences instilled in her a quiet awareness, allowing her to observe more than she spoke. Growing up, she often felt like an outsider, navigating unfamiliar environments with a reserved demeanor. Yet this sense of distance became a strength rather than a limitation. It allowed her to internalize emotions, forming the foundation of the soulful depth that would later define her music. Her upbringing was not marked by loud ambition, but by a gradual understanding of self. This blend of cultural roots and introspection became the heartbeat of her artistry, influencing the emotional honesty that resonates so deeply in her work. Finding her voice through art and expression. Before music became her defining path, Sade explored creativity through visual arts and design. Her time studying art allowed her to develop a unique sense of aesthetics and storytelling, which later translated into her musical identity. She did not initially seek fame or recognition as a singer. Instead, her journey into music felt organic and almost accidental. Performing with small groups introduced her to the stage, but she carried her quiet nature with her, never transforming into a typical performer. This authenticity set her apart. She did not adopt a persona or chase attention. She simply expressed herself. Her voice, both literally and figuratively, emerged as something deeply personal and reflective. It was not about impressing audiences, but about connecting through honesty. This approach would later become a defining characteristic of her career, making her music feel intimate and timeless. The birth of a band. Built on authenticity. The formation of her band marked a turning point where intention met opportunity. Together with like-minded musicians, Sade created a space where music could exist without compromise. The goal was never to dominate charts or follow industry formulas, but to produce work that felt genuine. This philosophy shaped their sound, smooth, emotional, and understated. Unlike many artists who are driven by external validation, Sade and her band focused inward, prioritizing artistic integrity over commercial success. Their collaborative spirit allowed each member to contribute meaningfully, creating a cohesive yet distinctive style. This foundation helped establish a career that would grow steadily without losing its essence. Even as recognition came, the core values remained unchanged. The band's creation was not just about music. It was about building something honest in a world often driven by illusion. A career defined by patience and intention, Sade's approach to her career has always been deliberate and unhurried. She releases music only when it feels right, refusing to be pressured by industry timelines or audience expectations. This patience has become one of her greatest strengths. Each album is carefully crafted, reflecting real emotions and lived experiences rather than fleeting trends. In an era where constant output is often expected, her restraint feels almost revolutionary. She chooses quality over quantity, allowing her work to maintain its depth and relevance over time. This thoughtful pace also gives her the freedom to live life fully outside of music, gathering inspiration naturally. Her career is not a race, but a journey, guided by intuition and purpose. This intentional rhythm has helped her maintain a sense of balance, ensuring that her artistry remains authentic and meaningful. The power of silence in a noisy world. One of the most striking aspects of Sade's life is her embrace of silence. In a culture that often rewards visibility and constant engagement, she has chosen a different path. Her absence from the public eye is not a withdrawal, but a conscious decision. Silence, for her, is a form of protection and reflection. It allows her to preserve her energy and maintain a sense of self that is not shaped by external pressures. This quiet presence adds to her mystique, making every appearance feel significant. More importantly, it reinforces the idea that one doesn't need to be constantly seen to remain relevant. Her silence speaks volumes, conveying confidence, independence, and a deep understanding of personal boundaries. It is a reminder that sometimes stepping back can be the most powerful statement of all. Living beyond fame and expectations. Despite her global success, Sade has never allowed fame to dictate her life. She has consistently chosen a path that prioritizes personal peace over public attention. This decision sets her apart in an industry often defined by visibility and performance. She does not chase trends, endorsements, or social media presence. Instead, she lives quietly, focusing on what truly matters to her. This separation from the demands of fame has allowed her to maintain a sense of normalcy and authenticity. It also gives her the freedom to create without compromise. By stepping away from the spotlight, she has preserved her identity and avoided the pressures that often come with constant exposure. Her life demonstrates that success does not have to come at the cost of personal well-being or individuality. A legacy built on emotional truth, Sade's influence extends far beyond her music. She has created a legacy rooted in honesty and emotional depth, inspiring countless artists and listeners. Her songs are not just melodies, but experiences that capture the complexities of love, pain, and resilience. This emotional authenticity is what makes her work timeless. It resonates across generations, connecting with people on a deeply personal level. Her refusal to conform to industry expectations has also set a powerful example. She has shown that staying true to oneself can lead to lasting impact. Her legacy is not defined by awards or accolades, but by the meaningful connections her music creates. It is a testament to the idea that true artistry comes from within, guided by sincerity and a willingness to be vulnerable. The balance between art and life. One of Sade's greatest achievements is her ability to balance her artistic career with her personal life. She has never allowed one to overshadow the other. This balance has given her a sense of stability and fulfillment that many struggle to find. By stepping away from the public eye when needed, she ensures that her creativity remains fresh and genuine. Her life is not consumed by her career, but enriched by it. This harmony allows her to approach her work with clarity and purpose. It also reflects her understanding of what truly matters: peace, authenticity, and meaningful expression. Her ability to maintain this balance is a key part of her enduring appeal, showing that success can coexist with a grounded and fulfilling life. The enduring strength of quiet confidence. At the heart of Sade's journey is a quiet confidence that has guided her every step. She does not seek validation or approval, trusting instead in her own instincts and values. This self-assurance is reflected in both her music and her life choices. It allows her to move at her own pace, free from external pressures. Her story is a powerful reminder that strength does not always have to be loud or visible. Sometimes, it is found in stillness, patience, and unwavering authenticity. Sade's journey from a reserved child to a globally respected artist is not just inspiring. It is deeply human. It shows that embracing one's true self, even in silence, can create a lasting and meaningful impact that speaks louder than words ever could.